Okay, so let's talk about your why. So if you want to achieve anything in life, any goal you set for yourself, it's very important to have a big why. Why do you want to achieve that particular thing? So what happens is, initially when we set any goal, when we decide any huge aim which we want to accomplish, what happens is, initially we are very excited, we are very passionate, and we are willing to put in any effort which is needed to achieve that goal. And in the initial days we are hustling hard. Even if we face any problem, we are ready to put in as much effort as needed. But over time what happens is, we get busy with our lives. When we start facing any problem, slowly our motivation starts decreasing, because what happens is, over time we start forgetting about our why we started working towards that goal, why we started with this journey. And because of that reason, slowly our motivation starts decreasing, and when we start facing any problems, we don't put in as much efforts which we were putting earlier. And that is why it's very important that you have a very strong why. Whatever you want to achieve, if you want to lose weight, or if you want to make more money, or if you want to become an influencer, if you want to start your own YouTube channel, any goal you decide for yourself, be it a small goal, be it a huge goal, you need to have a strong why. Why do you want to achieve that? Because without a why, you will find it very difficult to sustain that motivation over a long term. Okay, and for achieving any amazing result which is worth achieving, you need to work hard for a very long period of time. So let's take an example of waking up in the morning. In normal days where you are very happy and you don't have any urgency in life, and if you have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, you find it very difficult to do that, because there is no motivation. I mean, there is nothing that is going to go wrong if you don't wake up in the morning. So a lot of people set goals that I want to become healthy, and from tomorrow onwards I am going to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm going to do my exercise, I'm going to go for a morning walk. But they are not able to sustain that motivation. They are not able to follow up with this plan for a long time, because what happens is, at the back of our mind, we know that even if we don't wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, there is nothing that is going to go wrong in our lives right now. Okay, so right now there is nothing disastrous that is going to happen if we don't wake up in the morning. So we don't have any motivation to actually wake up in the morning, and that's why we are not able to do that. But let's say you have a flight. Okay, you have a flight at 5 o'clock. I realized that whenever I had a flight early in the morning, at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., even if I don't set an alarm, right? Usually when I have a flight in the morning, I set up an alarm for 5 a.m. in the morning. But what I realized was, I was waking up every few hours and checking the time. Okay, I used to wake up at 2 o'clock and check whether it's 5 o'clock or not. I used to wake up at 3 o'clock and again check my clock that whether I'm late or not. And I realized that I used to wake up even before the alarm rings. And that made me realize that it's not about waking up early. It's all about what happens if I don't wake up at 5 o'clock. Okay, so the reason behind waking up at 5 o'clock, that was the reason that was making me wake up so early without even the alarm clock. So the same thing happens with our goals. When we say, I want to lose weight, or I want to start this particular thing in my business, or I want to do something which I have been thinking for a very long time, and if you don't have a strong reason that if I don't do this particular thing, that this thing will go wrong in my life, or I'll miss out on this thing. If you don't have this reason, you will not be able to take constant action even if things don't work out as per your plan. So I realize whatever goal you set, whether it's a small goal or big goal, you need to have a very strong why behind it. why do you want to achieve that goal. Okay, so here's what you should do, right? If you set any goal or if you want to achieve anything, even the smallest thing that you want to accomplish, take a piece of paper, write down your goal, and also write down your big why. What is your big why behind starting this goal? Why do you want to achieve this? Write it down in big letters. Okay, and what happens if you don't achieve that goal? Write it down as well. What happens if you don't achieve it? So if I don't achieve it, I will not grow. I will not grow personally. If I don't achieve it, I'll remain in the same position. My increment will not happen. My personal growth will not happen. I'll miss out on this amazing thing. I'll not be able to give time to my family. Something like that. Write down the reasons which you are really passionate about. Write out the reasons which move you from inside, and when you have these things written down, you also write down what will happen when you achieve this goal. Okay, so earlier we wrote about the bad things that will happen if you don't achieve it. Now you also write down, if I achieve this goal, these are the things which I am going to achieve. These are the things that will change in my life. And you keep that paper with you every day. Okay, so every day take some time, couple of minutes, look at that particular paper, so that you are constantly being reminded about your why. Okay, because over time you will lose the motivation. Over time you will lose this feeling of working hard every single day, because you keep forgetting about your why. Okay, so every day, if possible, or at least every couple of days, take out this piece of paper where on top you have your goal written. I want to achieve this. Why? My big why is because if I don't achieve this, I'll not able to provide a good lifestyle to my family, or if I don't lose weight, then I'll not be able to play and enjoy life with my kids and with my family. That is your big why. Write your big why, and also look at what happens if I don't achieve these goals. So if I don't achieve these goals, these are the things that is going to happen in my life which I really don't want to happen. And if I achieve that goal, these are the things that is going to happen in my life. And when you have this piece of paper ready, whenever you lose motivation, you can just take out this piece of paper, you can just go through it, and suddenly you will feel motivated. You will feel the same energy which you had when you started with your goal. All right, so this is the trick. So whenever you feel down or whenever you feel like you are about to give up, remember why you started. All right, so that's why it's very important to set a big why for your goal. So your action step for this video is decide about one goal which you are trying to accomplish, and decide your big why about that goal. Put it on a piece of paper and keep it where you can see it every single day. Put it on your mirror, put it on your work desk, somewhere where you can see it every single day, so that it keeps fueling you, it keeps giving you motivation. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about this topic, do let me know in the comments below, and I would love to help you out.